Hey, what's up guys? This is a quick demo video for a RTS or a ready-to-ship saber that I have posted on my website. This is the Malibu Darksaber. So it is installed with a Proffie. I got a custom switch plunger here that I had made by Rob Sotomayor over at Sabers, so that I could have this kind of a switch solution. I just like it better. It is a one button setup, so everything happens from here. There is a custom PCB in here. You can't see it, but it's a 3 PCB set. It comes with the saber. I've got the blade plug over here, right here. So the blade plug is in a little bit of rough shape. It's seen better days, but it does fit into the saber. And it does what it's supposed to do. It just sits there. You lock it down with these two grub screws here and these two over here. And then when you want to put a blade in, you just take it out. I do have a blade included. This is the Saber Trade blade that was made for this saber run. So it's a Neopixel Darksaber blade, and I'll fire that up here in a second. So the PCB inside of the hilt basically matches that blade right there. All right, so 3-pin setup on that. This is the chassis from Shadowfoil Props. So to get to the chassis, what you want to do is come over here. You'll find 2 holes in the emitter. The upper one has a bolt in it, so you want to just take that out. It's a pretty long one, so it'll take you a second to get out. So you kind of want to grab the bottom of the handle and this top part where the 3 rings are at when you're unscrewing it, because it does come apart, or actually 5 rings, because it comes apart right there. While you're unscrewing that bolt, you can take it all off, and then this is how long, it's a pretty long boy, so you probably won't have any trouble losing it, but it does help you orientate this when you put it back on. This is the chassis from Shadowfoil Props. So this particular chassis does take a 28mm pancake speaker, and then you have your recharge port and your kill switch located right here, and then your board right here with access to your SD card and your micro USB. This just does have my sound font on it for now. There is a copy of the config file that I made for it on the SD card as well. All right, so don't take the chassis out. Although it was originally intended to kind of slide in and out, I made this a static chassis because when you glue the spacer for the switch onto this switch and then you glue the switch in, the chassis doesn't come out anymore, and that's why you have a recharge port right here. All right, so we'll come over here and we'll flip the kill switch forward. Now you'll notice when you look at the back of the chassis here, there's a hole right here. That is for the long screw, this long guy to go in here, right? So that helps you know you're gonna have to put, that end of the emitter on here. You don't want to put it in like this. Put it in like this. All right, push it all the way in. We'll come back over here. We'll drop that long screw in here, just like that, and then we'll screw it back down. Once you get all that tightened, it's ready to go. You hit power. And it has twist off. So I've got these set screws backed out for now. When you put the blade in, pay attention to how the blade is angled, because as you can see, the angled piece right here, it matches the angle of the emitter. If you try to put it in the other way, it's not going to work. All right, so pay attention to that. Push it in. It is a tight fit, but it does go, and then you can lock it all the way down. I'm not going to do that for the demo, but you would lock both of these grub screws down here and here, and it would fire it up. So it lights up that Neopixel blade, very nice. Blaster bolts, just tap an auxiliary, or blade lockup, or double tap rather. And then on that double tap, hold it down. All right. And then twist off. To play your soundtrack, do a quick double tap. And another double tap to turn it off. Just like that. All right, so one more time. Fired it up. Let me get it to where you can see it. So we'll fire it up again. Now remember, blade lockup is a double tap, but on the second tap, hold it down. All right. and then just let it go when you don't want blade lock up anymore, and twist off, and we'll take the blade out. So I'm going to get to the chassis off camera because it does take a little bit to get that screw out, but you would just take this off, flip the kill switch off when you're not using it, or if you want to charge it, you can have it on or off. But that is basically the Malibu Darksaber that is in my RTS section of my website. Thanks.